loved ones.
A film just isn't as complete unless there is at least one person to root against.
Are you free Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm free Tuesday.
Here's our top 10 list of the purely evil. 10. Hans Gruber, Alan Rickman, Die Hard.
What kind of terrorists are you? Who said we were terrorists?
Rickman's Hans is our choice for the most diabolical 2-bit criminal. He's really only in it for the money, all $600 million of it, but he does rather enjoy tormenting his captors until he comes across big, bad John McClane.
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
9. Stansfield, Gary Oldman, The Professional. Technically, Stansfield is stayed more on the psychotic side, but it's the way Oldman plays the corrupted cop that chills us from sniffing whatever that stuff he carries around with him up his nose, to his obsession with Beethoven, to shooting a little boy.
He said, go back inside.
He's actually pretty sane when it comes to his mayhem.
Benny, bring me everyone. What do you mean everyone? Everyone!
8. Dr. Evil, Mike Myers, Austin Powers series.
You know, I have one simple request, and that is to have sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads. Now, evidently, my cycloptic colleague informs me that that can't be done.
Come on, he's got evil in his name. You've got to include Dr. Evil, even if he isn't nearly as terrifying as he'd like you to think he is.
Really? Are they ill-tempered?
Being that he has been partially frozen for 30 years, throw him a friggin' bone, will you?
Right, okay, people, you have to tell me these things, all right? I've been frozen for 30 years, okay? Throw me a frickin' bone here.
7. Wicked Witch of the West, Margaret Hamilton. The Wizard of Oz. Remembering the first time you saw The Wizard of Oz, it's that image of the Wicked Witch's green pointy face.
Another, but it'll soon be over now. You see that? That's how much longer you've got to be alive.
You can't get out of your head, cackling at her crystal ball, while her minion of flying monkeys stood by, waiting for her.
Just try. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
6. Voldemort, Ralph Fiennes, Harry Potter series.
I was beginning to worry you had lost your way. Come, we've saved you a seat.
Fiennes has played a few evil men in his acting career, but it's he who should not be named, the Dark Lord, or as I like to call him, Ole Snakeface, who really stands out as the best of the baddies. 5. Anton Chigurh, Javier Bardem, No Country for Old Men. Perhaps we thought we'd seen every kind of assassin there was. Were we wrong?
What business is it of yours? Where I'm from? Friendo.
Bardem's Oscar-winning performance as the cold-blooded Anton, whose single-minded determination to follow through on every job to its very end is bone-chilling. Made even more so when he occasionally gives his victims a 50-50 chance by the flip of a coin.
Call it. Call it.
4. Nurse Ratched Louise Fletcher, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Your hand is staining my window.
In those horrifying visions of a psycho nurse coming at you with a large hypodermic needle, the name that comes to mind is Nurse Ratched.
Yes, Mr. Cheswick?
I asked you a question.
I heard your question, Mr. Cheswick. And I will answer your question as soon as you've calmed down.
3. Hannibal Lecter, Anthony Hopkins, Silence of the Lambs.
Clarice, your problem is you need to get more fun out of life.
Nothing can top Hopkins' Hannibal. Okay, maybe 2 villain can top him, but as far as cannibalistic serial killers are concerned, Lecter takes the cake. That you can't say Chianti and Favor Bins the same way.
Thank you, Clarice. Thank you.
2. Darth Vader, James Earl Jones, Star Wars series.
Jafar, ruler of Zamunda, I have come for my son Akeem. You are not Akeem. And who are you? I shall deal with him myself.
Yes, it's Lord Vader. He personifies all that is dark and evil in the Force. When you see how he gets to be the way he is, you have to empathize, just a little, and of course, his salvation at the end is sweet. But honestly, folks, it's hard to forgive all the other mean stuff he did.
Your only job was to look at the Waldorf historian. You have disgraced yourself, and you must be punished.
The Joker.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. I only have one question. Where is Harvey Dent?
Heath Ledger. The Dark Knight.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. You can't feel the neck. See?
And our number one. Ledger's totally creepy, absolutely mesmerizing performance as Batman's nemesis, the Joker, the ultimate anarchist.
Do you want to know why I use a knife? Guns are too quick. You can't savor all the little emotions.
For more top 10s, subscribe to Videos Only.